Now there are many boogies up to date, but here's the boogie.
Theater is collaboration.
Passion.
Will.
Community.
Life.
Art. Happiness.
Family.
Home.
Do it high, do it low, do it fast, do it slow. You grab your baby and do-si-do. Swing around to and fro to the joy bag boogie.
I think the biggest limitation of high school theater is content. Content is very censored on the high school level for due reason. Not only are you performing for adults, but at the high school level you're generally performing for all types of people. So every show that you pick has to be family friendly. So even in shows that we pick, we have to make sure that it's edited to be family friendly. And I think as far as comparing high school to college, community theater, that's the biggest difference. That's the biggest limitation. And you can go into money issues, but sometimes you actually have more resources in high school than, say, community theater.
Like college theaters, professional theaters get a lot more funding. So they tend to have much better resources, much bigger stages. And the people who do those types of theaters, I think, tend to be very, very dedicated, very, very talented, and very professional about what they do.
School theater is very voluntary, so you come in and you do what you want to do and you spend the amount of time that you want to spend, but it's hard to find people that are actually really talented in that field and still want to put in that much time.
The most stressful part about putting on a show is definitely making sure everyone is ready. There's always going to be someone who doesn't think they're ready or who doesn't think the entire show is ready as a whole because there's something wrong with the set. Some costumes haven't been ordered yet. Somebody's not on book, a song's not ready, the band's not ready, and there's always going to be concern, no matter what show you do. I'm pretty sure there's people on Broadway who don't think the show they're putting on is 100%. So that's going to happen in any theater.
The learning process is probably the most stressful part, just because if you're not used to learning choreography and like songs and dances, it can be like really new to you, and it's just like hard to like learn all of that, but then you get used to it.
We have to be on point every second of the show. We have certain time constraints that we have to make sure we are within. Like, we have a show, we've been working for months, and we have 3 nights to make sure it's perfect. 3 nights to entertain, 3 nights to do what we have been doing for months to actually put on that show and make it a success. Whereas other people who might do sports, yeah, they might just have one bad game, but they have a bunch of different games in the season. We have 3 nights. We have to make sure that we do this right.
Working with the actors, making sure the actors are off book on time, making sure the set is built beforehand so the actors have time to work with the set and get a feel for their characters on the set.
The general overview for me as I'm creating the rehearsal schedule, the general process goes like this. You get introduced to the show, so the actors get introduced to the full show. All right, that's step 1. Step 2 is beginning to block the show. So that's telling actors where they need to go on stage for this scene and what we need to do for this scene, okay? So it's just a general outline of where you need to be at what time during the show. And then step 3 then is reviewing that blocking, okay? And then we call them, you start walking through it. So we might only do scenes 1 and 2, we're gonna refresh on our blocking and walk through it. And then slowly, as you walk through over and over again, you start seeing the show take place.
I say the rehearsal process is very fun. It's like a lot of life. It's so much joy and energy going around. But at least 3 days before a show, that's when the stress kicks in and everybody's here. It's all over the place and everybody's freaking out. But since we're a family, we calm each other down. We know what to say to each other. We know who we're talking to and what ticks them off and what gets them motivated. We really motivate each other here.
To me, it feels like a family get-together. Everybody gets together, we work on the show, which is always so much fun. We sing songs, we make jokes about the show. It's always really great. And then we leave, and then the next day we come back and do it again.
So we usually do different scenes on different days and work on those together. And then once we start figuring out how those scenes are going to work, we all come together as a group at the end, which again kind of adds some stress because we've all been working separately, and then we have to try to figure out how all of the scenes and different dances kind of like combine and intertwine together.
Right before you step on stage when it's showtime, it's got to be the most nervous moment of your life, but then it's also followed by the best feeling you'll ever get. The first time you step out on stage, opening night, is just this amazing feeling coming from the pit of your stomach, and it just rises up, and then you just say whatever your first line is or sing whatever your first note is, and then
the day before, I'm going through everything and making sure that I don't mess up on certain parts. And then, like right before the show, after I'm like dressed and my makeup's done and everything, I like go through my head like what's first, what's next, what do I need to make sure I'm like ready and changed for, and all of that stuff.
When you come together, you're going to clash a little bit, but you just have to work it out.
By the last show, you wish it would never end.
What are a couple things before the show that you do to get ready?
I dance. It just gets me so hyped up and ready. It's so loose. And you just
What? Pause it. Okay.
You can go to several different locations to do different scenes.
That doesn't simply mean we can't put on a great show.
you want and smile and
Ready? Okay.
Sit.
Yes.
What kind of shot is this?
It's a medium shot.
Waist?
Waist.
Oh, I'm sitting.
Yeah, you're sitting. Yeah, it's a medium.
So my legs are in it? I'd prefer not.
Oh no, then it's gonna be a bust shot.
bust.
It's a bust shot. Yeah, chest up. Okay. I know my shots. Okay. Oh gosh. It was
I'm sorry,
Theater
cut.
is. Theater is.
Cut.
Theater is. Oh gosh. Okay, let's try again.